Welcome to Black and Red Talks, your daily dose of AC Milan news. AC Milan is gearing up for a major summer overhaul. Reports suggest key players like Maignan, Theo, and Leao might be on the move. Maignan's future is uncertain despite renewal talks. Reijnders is set to leave, and Leao might exit too. The season's final stretch in Serie and the Coppa Italia will be crucial. March is set to be a decisive month for AC Milan as the club closes in on appointing a new sporting director. Berta-sized chances seem to be dipping slightly, while Berta, Theo, and Maestro remain in contention. We could also see some surprise names emerge. Maignan is expected to return as head scout, working closely with the new director. Maignan's future with AC Milan is hitting the headlines again. Despite an extension until 2028 being lined up, the club's unsure about keeping him. With his underwhelming performance this season, a bid around €50 million might see him leaving the Rossoneri. Say sharp Milanisti. According to insider Pietro Mazzara, AC Milan is set to appoint a new sporting director, which will also shift Maigna's role. Maignan is expected to return as head scout, fostering a trusted relationship with the new director. Key decisions are anticipated in the coming weeks. Ibrahimovic, now a senior advisor at AC Milan, has reassured Conceicao of the club's support for the season's remainder. However, the heat is on, with expectations of a strong response in this week's crucial matches against Bologna on Thursday and Lazio on Sunday. Two failures could change everything. According to reports from Corriere della Sera, journalist Carlos Pacerini confirms that AC Milan is contemplating Maignan's contract renewal. Does Maignan deserve a net $5 million renewal? The club's leaning towards extending his deal, possibly to facilitate a lucrative summer sale. According to insider Pietro Mazzara, March is shaping up to be a crucial month for AC Milan as they gear up to appoint their new sporting director. While the decision isn't final, Berta-sized chances seem to be slipping, leaving Berta as a prominent contender, with Theo and Maestro also in the mix. Unexpected candidates might still emerge. The new hire would likely restore Maignan as head of scouting, fostering a direct, trusted relationship with the new director. AC Milan's coach, Conceicao, is anxiously awaiting updates on injured players. It's unlikely that Loftus-Cheek or Walker will return for Sunday's match against Lazio or Thursday's game at Bologna. The next few hours will be crucial in determining their recovery timeline. AC Milan's transfer market may face a major shakeup. According to Carlos Pacerini from Corriere, Maignan might depart at the end of the season. Once valued at €80 million, his worth has significantly dropped. Milan, who deemed him untouchable just 6 months ago, is now open to offers. AC Milan might be heading for a major shakeup in the transfer market. Despite some missteps, they're set to renew Maignan's contract. However, Theo Hernandez seems likely to leave. Leao's future remains uncertain, hinging on the final months as Milan fights for the Coppa Italia and a top 4 finish. Milan future suffered a 3-2 loss to Pescara, intensifying doubts within management about coach Daniele Bonera. According to Matteo Moretto, Bonera is once again on the brink of being dismissed. The coming hours are crucial, and it seems his time with the Rossoneri is nearing its end. AC Milan may face a major summer shakeup following this season's performance. The switch from Fonseca to Conceicao didn't deliver the expected stability. According to Capuano on X, Fonseca averaged 2.06 points over his last 15 matches, while Conceicao's average dropped to 1.8. A turnaround is needed. Conceicao's position at AC Milan isn't as secure post-Supercoppa as it once seemed. This week's matches against Bologna and Lazio are crucial. A double setback might lead to new developments. Milan's management expects a strong response during this challenging period. In a shocking turn of events, AC Milan was knocked out of the Champions League by Feyenoord on Tuesday night. Surprisingly, the Dutch club, led by a temporary coach, managed to eliminate the Rossoneri. Adding to the buzz, Feyenoord announced the return of club legend Robin van Persie, who will coach the team until the season's end. AC Milan faces a tough challenge to qualify for the Champions League. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the Rossoneri need at least 9 more wins before the season ends. Conceicao's squad aims to surpass 70 points to secure a top 4 spot, having achieved 11 wins in 25 matches so far. AC Milan fell to Torino 2-1 in their recent away match. Interestingly, Fofana started on the bench again. The Journal reports no issues with coach Conceicao, it's merely about his physical condition. The Frenchman has played almost every match and needs to regain peak fitness. It's been an exciting January for AC Milan in the transfer market. The management is eager to further bolster the squad. According to Longo, Milan has a tentative deal with Torino for Ricci for the summer. But watch out for Inter, who might target him if Calhanoglu departs. Joao Felix dazzled with a stunning chip goal against Roma, but lately his performance for AC Milan has been underwhelming. Sport described him as the usual player with occasional sparks overshadowed by long shadows. The AC Milan community definitely expects more from him. According to a recent report by Carlos Pasarini in Corriere della Sera, big news from AC Milan's transfer market is coming up. Maignan's value has dropped from 80 million to less than half. Once untouchable, Milan is now open to offers. The next few months will be crucial. AC Milan is exploring Serie for potential coaching options if they part ways with Conceicao. Roma has been trying to woo Gasperini for weeks, but he's stalling, eyeing big clubs like Juventus and Milan, while also considering opportunities in the Arabian leagues. In an interview with GQ Italia, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, AC Milan's senior advisor, shared a heartfelt moment from their Supercup victory in Riyadh. As the team celebrated, he emphasized the importance of unity, declaring that the trophy belongs to everyone at Milan, from players to staff. His message was simple: winning is something achieved together as a whole club. After the defeat in Turin, AC Milan is stuck in 7th place, now trailing the Champions League spots by 8 points. With 13 league games left, they need around 30 more points to potentially clinch 4th place, aiming for roughly 2.3 points per match. AC Milan might consider a coaching change at the end of the season, and Maurizio Sarri is back on their radar. According to Alfredo Pedula, Atalanta also eyes Sarri post-Gasperini. The former Lazio, Juventus, and Napoli coach is intrigued by Milan, though contract terms were a previous snag. Johnny Reijnders is on fire. With his recent goal against Torino, the Dutch midfielder now boasts 8 goals in Serie A, making him AC Milan's top scorer in the league. Right behind him is Pulisic with 6. Impressively, Reijnders is the only midfielder in Serie's top 10 scorers. Today at Milanello, Walker and Loftus-Cheek had personalized training sessions. It's confirmed they'll miss the Bologna match on Thursday, a rescheduled fixture for the 9th round. Their participation in the Serie A clash against Lazio on March 2nd at San Siro is also doubtful. Rafael Leao didn't return to the bench after being substituted at halftime against Torino, causing a stir. Conceicao wasn't thrilled, noting Leao could have contributed more. The swap was surprising, considering Leao's strong form, unlike Pulisic, Felix, and Jimenez, who faced fitness issues. Conceicao explained it was for both tactical and fitness reasons, emphasizing team effort over substitution debates. Last night, after Milan's defeat in Turin, the Banditi Curva Sud Milano released a statement. The keyword is shame, criticizing the club and players harshly. Another dreadful loss, blaming a poorly managed club and errors so basic they're unthinkable even at amateur levels, suggesting some players shouldn't even wear Milan's jersey in the team store. Milan's hopes for next season's Champions League hang by a thread after yesterday's loss to Torino. No time to dwell, though. A pivotal week looms with crucial games. Thursday's rescheduled face-off against Bologna, postponed due to bad weather, and a Sunday showdown with Lazio at San Siro. Reijnders has hit his 8th Serie goal for AC Milan against Torino, making him Milan's top scorer in the league. Following closely is Pulisic with 6 goals. Impressively, former AZ star Reijnders is now in the top 10 league scorers and stands as the sole midfielder in this elite group. Today at Milanello, Walker and Loftus-Cheek had personalized training sessions. Expect them to miss the game against Bologna on Thursday. Their participation in the March 2nd Serie match against Lazio at San Siro is also uncertain. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, AC Milan is gearing up for a major shakeup in the summer transfer window. The club is planning to sell stars like Maignan, Theo, and Leao. Despite renewing Mike's contract, he might depart. Theo Hernandez is likely to leave, and Rafael Leao could follow. The final 3 months of the season, with Serie and the Coppa Italia in play, will be crucial in deciding their futures. AC Milan faced a 2-1 defeat against Torino. Interestingly, Fofana started on the bench again. According to reports, there's no conflicts with Conceicao, it's purely about his fitness. The French player has been nearly ever present this season and needs to regain peak condition. During yesterday's game, Rafael Leao was subbed out at halftime by coach Conceicao, with Youssouf Fofana taking his place. Once again, in Torino versus Milan, our Portuguese winger didn't play the full match. Leao hasn't completed a full 90 minutes in Serie A since facing Juventus back on January 18th.